Hey YouTube, it's White here, bringing you my 5th episode of Season 1 of my New Orleans Hornets franchise. So, bringing you my first game of the season against the Los Angeles Lakers. We are 1-1, and look to bring up our second win of the season as we take on the Shawn Marion-led Los Angeles Lakers. So starting it off right here, Jameer Nelson gets a long pass into Parsons in the post, and he puts up a nice 2 points, giving us we start off with a 4-point lead here. But J.R. Smith has something to say about that as he hits the mid-range jumper, bringing that lead to 2. Later on in the first quarter, get the ball over to Chandler Parsons. He'll get into Marcin Gortat as he puts up a nice little layup, and will bring the lead to 4. So with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Andrew Blanche has some moves to put on Joe Presbill as he puts it up for a nice little lay-in, and giving the Lakers the lead for the first time in this ball game. So with 2 points ahead in the closing seconds of the first quarter, Joey Graham passes off to Josh Smith, who hits his first three-pointer of the season and puts us up by 1 as we lead by 1 going into the start of the second quarter. I'm not really sure if that's Josh Smith's zone, if he can hit those threes consistently, but if I can hit those with him every blue moon, I'm fine with that. As Jameer Nelson puts up a nice little layup, I've been enjoying, getting him to do some stuff off the dribble and drive into the basket. So as J.R. Smith there gets another lay-in, he ended the game with a huge amount of points. He was Los Angeles' biggest scorer by far, as Josh Smith gets a nice block there, and Jameer Nelson puts up the sweet alley-oop to Chandler Parsons for the two-handed jam on the other end. And Chandler Parsons has really been making an effort in the dunks, and him and Josh Smith are my go-to players on the break every time down. So if you see me hitting the fast break, I'm ending it with Josh Smith or Chandler Parsons almost every single time. As J.R. Smith has 20 points here coming into the end of the second quarter, passing into Marcin Gortat, and he'll get the nice turnaround post move to put us up by 6. And at the end of the second quarter, J.R. Smith has 20, Josh Smith with 14 of his own, as we lead by 7, 52-47 going into halftime. So halftime report, we are shooting amazing, 57% from the field, 3 for 3 from long range. As you see there, the nice little alley-oop I gave to Josh Smith earlier, and you see they're always on the fast break. I'm finishing with Josh Smith or Chandler Parsons. But J.R. Smith has something to say about that, as he has lights out been shooting from the perimeter. And it's just been hard. See there, I drop off him for just an inch, and he makes me pay. So, I mean, he has been taking so many three-pointers and making almost all of them. So, J.R. Smith there with 20, Jameer Nelson with 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and 9 points. He's not really the rebounder I would like him to be. I would love him to be the Jason Kidd triple-double a game kind of guy, but I'm okay with the double-double. I can live with that. You see there as Brook Lopez doing some moves in the post. He shut down Marcin Gortat for most of this game, as Jason Terry fakes with the pump fake and goes around him for the nice one-handed jam. Jason Terry does not have many moves like that at all. I don't know if I'm just not using him correctly, or he is capable of that much more, as J.R. Smith gets another three-pointer here. And Marcin Gortat there trying to do some moves at the elbow, and he'll do a nice little fadeaway mid-range jumper to put us up by 14 here in the third. So with 1 minute left to go in the third, they'll pass it into Derek Williams in the post, and he will hit up another fadeaway close-range shot to close this gap a little bit, as Josh Smith still leads our team with 16 points, with J.R. Smith with 27 points. So many of those coming from the three-point line, as we lead by 11. You see there Rudy Hernandez. I don't know if I thought Rudy Hernandez was a shooter. I didn't know he could possibly hit something like that on the break. But we lead by 11 here going into the fourth quarter. So let's get it going. Rudy Fernandez here on the perimeter, and he shoots up a nice three-pointer as I back off him just barely, and they start an incredible comeback as they're down by 7 here with 9 to go left in the fourth quarter, and we just cannot get anything to fall as Shawn Marion here dribbling in the post until he finds a little space and gets one over Josh Smith's head for to bring it to 5 points left in the game. Sorry, a 5-point deficit. So Chandler Parsons in the post, and he'll see Jason Terry under the hoop, and he'll get a nice little layup there as he puts the differential to 6. Where to go in the fourth quarter, I make a bad defensive play and allow Iman Shumpert a nice easy layup in the post. So Jameer Nelson here passing into Chandler Parsons. He'll see Joe Presbilla driving down the lane, and he'll get the nice one-handed jam, putting us up by 3. So with the Lakers down by 1 here with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth, Shawn Marion passes off to Brooke Lopez, who puts a nice easy jumper over Marcin Gortat there to put the Lakers up at the closing minutes of the fourth quarter. So with the Lakers up by 1 and 30 seconds to go here left in the fourth, we'll try to run a nice play for Jason Terry, but the defense is right on as Jason Terry throws up the 3, and he won't get it as we foul with Josh Smith to try and keep this game in reach. They'll make the first shot here as well as the second. Actually, no, they missed the second. Sorry about that. So we have a chance here. We take a timeout, and just after we take a timeout, we're about to start our play, and the computer calls another timeout. I mean, I set it to auto timeouts, but they take 2 in a row. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to pass it in. At least wait the 5 seconds so I don't get the call or something like that. Kyle Korver's on the perimeter. He shoots up the 3, and it misses, and we try and foul again, but it is too late as they will make the first and miss the second, and we will run out of time here as we lose, as we give up so many points here in the fourth quarter, and we lose an 11-point lead as they outscore us by 14 points alone in the fourth quarter. 21 to 35 in the fourth quarter alone. Our team leader in scoring will be Chandler Parsons with 23. He had an amazing game going 10 for 16. And Josh Smith putting up 20 points of his own. Marcin Gortat's really a non-factor in this game. Chandler Parsons was 10 for 14. For rebounds, Josh Smith had 10, but that was really all she wrote, as Jameer Nelson had 12 assists and Terry had 3 of his own. For steals and blocks, Josh Smith didn't have as big a game as he usually does, but Jason Terry was the only one that had a little bit of trouble passing the ball around. So I think Jameer Nelson might be our starting point guard for sure. So I think I can say that confidently now as he hits another 10+ assist game. So you see there, J.R. Smith scoring over 30 points. We absolutely could not stop him as he went 5 from 13 from three-point land, shooting up so many threes. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you guys later.